Hi, train fan. How you doing? Good afternoon. The Borealis has a -9 leader, or -8 leading. Did you end up going to train days? Sadly, no. I did not. Yo, how you doing? Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about not going, but you know, I guess that just means the first time I see a CPKC painted locomotive, it'll be on the main line, not parked. Did I hear correctly that 261 didn't make it because of something about a bad switch or something and it couldn't come? Because I heard something about how 261 was supposed to be at train days, but it wasn't. Hey, Trevor. Hey, thanks for those nice compliments in your last live stream at Coon Rapids about what you're doing with your radio, and then the other one about what was it? About trying that shot with the train and the glass. Sorry guys, I'm just going on Facebook and sharing that I'm live because we got 2 trains coming. One going north, one going south, and they're gonna meet at Graston. So I thought, I'm gonna be out here for a little bit, so might as well let the masses know. I know the E9A unit didn't make it. Oh, I hear the train already. This is the northbound, by the way, that I hear. All right. All right. All right, this is going to be our first train. And then we'll have to wait a little bit for the second one because they're going to be meeting, like I said, up at Graston. And I heard the dispatcher did give the southbound an after arrival to go down to Andover. So it'll for sure be coming through here. They're not going to like dump it in Cambridge. See if this has the skeleton. Yo, Atlanta. Did you change your profile picture? I was gonna say, that's a different account. At least the picture is different. All right, now we wait a little bit for the next train. I'm sad that we both didn't go to train days. Oh well, there's always next year. Yes, there is. Hello again, or hi again. Yep, that was the Northtown Superior. I think the one that's coming south is the Superior Northtown, I think. Oh, you got the same train, Mac? Sweet. Where'd you catch it? All right, since the other train... Whoa, oh, I didn't realize that was light. Okay. Since the other train is coming from up here, I am going to really quickly recenter this down a little bit. Oh, man. That's not level one bit. All right. That's level enough. And that's not level at all. That kid. Kid's like, what you looking at? All right. No likes? Come on, guys. In Oak Grove. Oh, okay. Yep, they're gonna meet at Graston. That's what I heard. And then they gave the southbound an after arrival, and I think she said that they're going down to Andover. So I don't know if that means that something else is gonna come north at some point, or if she's only routing them to Andover, because they do that sometimes. They'll either dump them in Cambridge or Andover if like Northtown says we can't take you right now, and then they'll park it in the Cambridge siding or in Andover, depending on how long it is, until Northtown says we're ready for you. So being that she only routed it to Andover, it could mean another northbound at some point, or Northtown just says we're not ready for you. Sorry, I gotta get my phone plugged in. I listened to too many D-Day documentaries today, so it kind of, at work, so it kind of killed my phone battery. Because I don't know how many people know this, but I kind of have a little bit of an obsession with military history, specifically World War II. And with the 80th anniversary of D-Day coming up, it's got me a little excited. There we go. I should, yeah, I'll charge it. That better? I think so. Steam double header. Wowzers. What steam did you chase? Southern 630 and 4501. Is it for like, sorry, I'm not all too familiar with steam locomotives unless it's 261, the big boy, and then the one that CPKC just did. Are those steam locomotives just for like some little passenger line or something? Tennessee Valley Railroad. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yes, I did. There's one more coming. I think it's like an 80-mile round trip or something, I believe. Well, that's a pretty decent ride. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna wait for. It'll be a little bit longer too, though, because they gotta finish up with their meat. And I'm not sure who's taking the siding either. That's the other thing. She didn't say who was gonna, because that can also determine, like, if the Northtown Superior that just went by, if they have to take the siding, then that means the Soup Northtown can just roll right on by, unless they have them stop on the main. Boy, is it beautiful. The sun's a little warm, but nice little breeze. Northtown Superior going in the siding. Oh, that's good. That's good. That means if the Soup Northtown's out far enough, And they'll just roll right on by at track speed practically. That'd be nice, because then he'd actually get here a little faster. There were 2 rail link cars. Did you guys catch that? There were 2 rail link box cars on that train. And then we had BNSF 112. We had BNSF 7338. And then, of course, 5170. And I don't know if this will show up or not. Maybe not. I can't tell. Does that show up? Can you guys see that? Pretty decent wave picture, I'd say. If you guys can see it. I cannot because my screen is very dark. Because where the sun is. Oh, he's got a nice BNSF hat on. Cool. It's almost like the one I got, except the locomotive isn't colored. It's just like an outline sketch of it. That's pretty cool. By the way, I went to train days last Sunday. Yeah, I saw your pictures on Facebook. Last Saturday. Yeah, you got the new CPKC and then BNSF 1550. Yeah, you know that 1550, that's for the North Shore Scenic Railroad. I actually, dang it, what's the guy's name up there? Went up there and rode the train for Grandma's Marathon, I got to interview the guy. Oh, I can't remember his name now. The guy for the North Shore Scenic Railroad. I got to interview him because I told him I had a YouTube channel, all that kind of stuff. And I asked if I could do a quick little interview with him. And I asked him about how they acquired that BNSF locomotive. So if you haven't seen it, just go look up that. I forget what the title of the video is, but it's my North Shore Scenic Railroad. Grandma's Marathon train, and in that video at some point, basically he explains how they got it, basically saved it from getting scrapped. That's basically the gist of the story. The North Shore Scenic Railroad saved it from getting scrapped. BNSF was going to scrap it. Because the place down here in Bethel, that independent locomotive services, they helped with getting it kind of fixed up. So they worked with the North Shore Scenic Railroad. Yeah, that one in... Yep, that one in Duluth. So that's kind of cool, too. Getting to do, like, kind of a exclusive interview with them. And it was a spur of the moment, too. He just comes over and he's talking. I'm like, hey, I got a YouTube channel. Can I interview you or, get you to say a few words? Because I'm making a video about this Grandma's Marathon train. And he jumped at the bit. Very nice guy. Very down to earth. On and off camera. Fly. Have both trains gone by yet? No, just one has. There's another one coming, but it's up by Graston. And that's what we're waiting on. I'm going up to Duluth this weekend to catch MNI 332. Oh, good luck with that. Hopefully the weather will be pretty decent for you to get some good shots of it. What was the first one? It was the Northtown Superior merchandise. Actually, I can show you. Now we will see if this shows up at all. That's the train. Like I said, I cannot see the screen, so I hope that shows up. And then I got that shot of the conductor. Pretty good wave one, actually. One of the better ones I've gotten in a while. The only really crazy thing on it was BNSF 112. Superior Northtown got cleared of Southbrook Park. All right. Hey, Great Ghost, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, I got some pretty dang good lighting. That kind of helps. There's some clouds in the area, but clouds aren't bad enough to really affect like the pictures. Moving my bike out of the way. See, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Actually, some really excellent lighting conditions. Should be pretty good. Excuse me. Yeah, it should be. You can tell by my shadow. Golly, that is really bad. Yeah, you can tell. There, that's a little more better. Yeah, you can tell by my shadow, the sun is looking straight. Like, that's straight on. That's pretty good. So, all right, now that's better. I always have a heck of a time getting this thing level, even with the little thingy that tells you if it's level or not. By the way, if any of you were watching the live stream I did on Saturday morning with that one Northtown Superior with the 7 locomotives, did any of you catch that, see that Skeletor poking his head out the window? Because I did not notice until after I got home and I went to go take the pictures off my camera, and I had the big picture of the lead the one that you saw posted on my community tab of all 7 of the locomotives, just like looking down the track type shot. And I'm like, what is that little white thing? And I zoom in and here's just that like skeleton face. And I'm like, oh, he was on there? And I didn't even know till like an hour after catching the train. Someone vandalized the nose of an ex NNW SD40-2 and painted it with a new NNW locomotive. No, I did not. I had no idea, but I've been here. There's somebody on YouTube that made a video about that. Because people are getting really annoyed by how these railroads are, I don't know, they're not doing some right or whatever, and they're going and repainting the logos themselves. Yes, it's vandalism, but the logos look really good. But still should not, like, yes, it's cool that they're doing it, you know, and it looks really good, looks kind of professional, and I know they want to keep the railroad history stuff alive, but it's still trespassing, still vandalizing, still doing something you shouldn't be doing. But it is cool. But don't do it, because you're just going to give people a bunch of bad names. Like, I heard that TC&W locomotive started rolling during train days on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. See, that right there, that'll give people a bad rap, because now they're probably going to put all these safety precautions for next year. Whether it be only one person at a time can go walking through the locomotive and it needs to be guided. You someone's got to be watching you, or they're going to have certain things blocked off that you can't even go near. And it's just one bad apple is going to ruin it for everybody. And yes, you got a few of them that, like someone posted on Facebook, that you got to go through all this special training and all that. You can't just go flipping levers because you're in a locomotive and you think it's really, really cool. There's a reason why you got to go through all the training and the schooling and all that stuff. Hi, Jack. How you doing? Yeah, there's some good graffiti on the trains. There are some good ones. Here, what? The TCNW rolling at train days? Yeah, I don't know. There were a few people that I had seen, or I don't know if they were posted it or what, but yeah, somebody said they actually got a video of it. And then somebody on, was it Minnesota Railroad? Was it that one? Somebody had posted like a big long, like almost 3 paragraph long thing about how people need to keep their hands off of stuff or something along those lines. And I thought I heard it was Saturday it happened. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it had to have been Saturday. Because I didn't go on Saturday, and I was told, oh, you should have went on Saturday. This happened. I'm like, what? How far it rolled? I don't know. Yeah, go to one of the Minnesota Railroad groups. Somebody had posted something like they were, I don't know if they mentioned it directly, but they were kind of referencing it in a way, like something about how people, there's a reason why railroad people go through all the training they do, and you're going to ruin it for everybody else, and, just that kind of thing. And I think it was on one of the 2 Minnesota Railroad groups that they posted it. And then I was going by from that, and then what I've seen other people were saying, you kind of put 2 and 2 together. And usually people are always recording at train day, so somebody is bound to have gotten a video of it, even if it only rolled a few feet. Which that's what I want to know. I want to know, how far did it roll? If it all is in fact true, because I wasn't there, so can't say it is, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Like with everything, though, you hear, unless you see it for yourself or until you start seeing pictures or videos, take it with a grain of salt. Because you know how some people are too. You can try to get everyone all up in arms and try to cause problems, controversy, whatever. Well, Trevor, if it did indeed happen, boy, we missed out. And there was one of those, you know how NS has those heritage units that are painted like red, yellow, blue, and was it silver? The ones that people say are like the Sonic the Hedgehog characters. The red one went through on Saturday. So I saw a picture of that. Somebody posted a picture of it going by. It was not leading though. If I remember correct, I think it was the second unit. It was a UP leader. That would have been cool to see. Yeah, wow, indeed. Want to catch one of those one of these days, but chances of catching that aren't very high up here. Well, if it was down there, there's a chance it could come up to this way at some point. Would be nice. So Thursday I'm going to Elk River Station with Jordan and Caden Tureafan. Are you doing one of your get-togethers again? Is that like a weekly thing, by the way? Because it almost seems like every week I see a picture of like a bunch of you guys either at Elk River or... Have you gone to Big Lake too? I could have swore I've seen a picture from Big Lake too. I know for sure Elk River. You guys have done that a few times. Yeah, okay. Man, it's peaceful. If you ever find railroad spikes, I would love some. Been looking for years. Yeah, railroad spikes, they're not hard to find, but the problem is if you ever want to get any, you would be basically trespassing to go pick them up. And I'd like to remain on good terms with the railroad. Already on pretty good terms with most of them. Because these railroad guys are always waving, honking their horns. Sometimes give me a little heads up. Exactly, need to find them organically? LOL. Alright, so that's Soup Northtown then. Define organically. Did you see my community post that I tagged you in for a day ago? That's a good question. Was that from the last time we were at Coon Rapids? Because I haven't seen anything recently, so I guess maybe after this is done, I'll have to... We got 11 viewers, 7 likes. Let's go. Oh, old unused railroads. Oh, I get ya. Okay. Yeah, you're saying to go like old abandoned ones in the middle of the woods. I got you. Yeah, then you wouldn't have a problem with that because if it's abandoned. I got you. The best is when these railroad guys like give you stuff. That's the best when they actually give it to you. Like the bridge just down here, which is like 100-year-old bridge, and I have a video on that. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because that bridge deserves it. But there's a video I have that was basically a dedication to that bridge that they tore up down here, which he found out that it's like 100 years old. And I even talked to the Historical Society for Isani County. And there's a bridge in Isani that has a date stamp of like 19 something. And both the railroad guy and the Historical Society says that most likely the two bridges were put in at the same time. So whatever that has for a date stamp is most likely that bridge, how old that bridge was before they tore it up. So in that video, if you guys go watch it, I've got clips of trains over the years that I've got going over the bridge. And then a whole section towards the end is the progress of them tearing out the bridge and then kind of putting in the dirt and making it just a solid area, putting in the culvert. And I even got some clips in there that the foreman guy for BNSF was generous enough to, he took a few clips like up close to the bridge when they were dumping the concrete in there. And he sent those videos and he said I could use them in my YouTube video. He was a really nice guy. And he was even nice enough to get me a chunk of concrete from the bridge. So a big chunk of it, probably like the size of my hand. And the milepost sign, one of the milepost signs from that bridge. So a little bit to keep history alive. And the Isani County Historical Society was even generous enough that they, when I uploaded that video, they went and they shared it on their Facebook page too, because of a big piece of history that our county a big piece of railroad history that our county lost. And nobody else had any like videos dedicated to that bridge. So basically that video was made, one, because I like doing train videos, and two, it's basically going to keep the legacy of that bridge alive. Like people will know that that bridge existed, and kind of you get to see the documentation of what it looked like, and then the process of removing it and putting in a culvert. So if you want to see that video, it's something like tribute to 100-year-old bridge. I think that's what I called it, something along those lines. So I would highly recommend you go watch that one. Maybe just to, show a little respect to a piece of railroad history. Yeah, really cool indeed. Very cool. I seen you were live, so I rushed over to Scooters, Cambridge, in the lot, waiting for a train to come by now. Can't wait. Okay, that works out perfectly. That you're up in Cambridge. That there's you missed the northbound. Or wait, did you catch the northbound? Because there's another train coming south, and if you're still up there, you could at least let me know when it goes by there. Because that would actually be nice. I don't know how long I should be waiting out here for. Okay, so you didn't catch the northbound. Okay, all right, so you didn't catch the northbound, so you missed that one. But yeah, there's one coming south. And since you're up where you are, you can kind of give me, like, let me know when it passes you. Then at least I have a good idea, being that you're up. You said Scooters, right? Yeah. Okay, so you're right up there by 95 then. I was eating. Yeah, so stick around there because you should it should be coming pretty soon. Are you in the parking ride right across from the bus storage garages, or are you in the parking lot where that law office place is? Over by the mall there. Over by the mall where the fire station is. Right across from that plastic pellet place. Or are you right across from where they park all the tank cars? I'm in park and ride. Okay, you're in the park and ride. If you periodically go look down the railroad tracks, go take a quick peek, you can see all the way down to like Grandy. So you'll be able to get a good heads up on where that train is. Yeah, you should be able to see pretty far. Maybe you can't see Grandy because there's that hill. Shoot, if you were up by that substation north of Cambridge, that road, you'd be able to see all the way down to Grandy. You'll for sure be able to see past the 65 bridge that goes over the tracks, though, if you were to go look. I know that. You might be able to see down to Grandy from there. Okay. All right, thanks for... I didn't see your thing recently. I'll let you know. Wait, are you physically sitting on the tracks? Don't be doing that. We can't be doing that. Because that's pretty much considered trespassing, and we don't want that. I can see past the bridge, but not much further. Okay. Yeah, because there's a hill there. If you were to go to where the substation is, north of Cambridge there, right before Main Street joins up with 65. So like right where it curves, you go down that one road, and then it takes you to the substation. You can tell there's a big hill there. So that's probably why from there, you probably won't be able to see up to Grandy. But if you were north of Cambridge, you could. Or north side of Cambridge. Well, next to it, like a foot away. Not actually, okay. Yeah, you just gotta be careful because railroad tracks, they're private property, and up to, I don't know, so many odd feet. I forget how many feet it is. 20? I don't know, something like that. It's considered private property, and the railroad, believe it or not, they actually have their own police, and if the railroad catches you on the tracks, they can report you, and they can actually come after you. The railroad police can if they catch you on the tracks. I actually know, the railroad police, or also special agents is another word for them, because I know one guy that works for CPKC, and he says that he's a railroad police, but he says that they're called special agents. So he's a railroad special agent. And they don't take trespassers lightly. Like, whenever I've gotten videos of trespassers, I've gotten a few comments from him before, like, oh, thank you very much, these videos are very handy for us. And I don't know the logistics side, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone out, get myself in trouble. I've met a few BNSF police. They're typically really... Yes, a lot of the railroad people are nice. Just don't rub them the wrong way. You get on their good side, everything's fine. You get a few, that are kind of your grumpy ones, but it's that way with everything. Everything you do, you got a few of the grouches. But most of them, yeah, they love their job. They love what they're doing, and they think what we're doing is really cool. And like I've heard them tell me before, as long as you respect the railroad property, we respect you, type deal. So yeah, I just try to throw that out there. If we can avoid, some people doing things that might ruin it for everybody, it's great. And now you can kind of do the same thing too. Like, if you see something or hear something, now you've got a little bit more knowledge that you can use to be like, hey, it's not right. We don't want to ruin it for everybody. And the more and more people that get, wise to it and get used to it, the better it'll kind of help everybody out. I appreciate it. I'm a rail fan of 20 years since I was a kid, but I guarantee you I know a lot more than I let on. Maybe that's not the right, I don't know. That's cool you've been a rail fan that long. That's cool. No, I mean, you know way more than I do. Oh, man, my screen. Oh yeah, I kid, but I guarantee you know. Oh, you know. My screen is way too dark. And I got my brightness at max. The sun. Hey, Detroit. Doing good. How about you? We've had one train go by like way towards the beginning of this stream, and we got one more coming. And Ricky here, he's further north up the line than I am, so they'll be able to kind of give us a little bit of a heads up how close it is. Which that'll be nice. Should be coming pretty soon. Great Ghost, keep up. Only joking. We gotta have one good jokester in the area. Chat, stream. Hey, we're doing pretty. I know. Keep going. We're gonna keep going until that train goes by. This stream is not ending until that train goes by. I will guarantee you that. The title says 2 trains, so I'm gonna give you 2 trains. And we're doing pretty good though. We've maxed out at like 11 people watching at one time. We started off really slow on the likes. Now we're up to 8, and now we got 7 people watching. So it stayed at like 5+ almost this whole time. That's good. But yeah, the likes, man, those started off slow. Like it was at 0 for what felt like the longest amount of time. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Go and like it. And then it shot up to like 4 likes. Like, that's more like it. Get it? Like it? You are stubborn, aren't you? 2 trains and nothing but 2 trains. LOL. Yes, sir. Well, that's all that's coming that I'm aware of. This line is not the busiest. So when something goes by, you take advantage of it. And we got 2 trains that are meeting somewhat close, like within 20 miles of each other. So that's like half an hour to an hour. I'll take it. And hey, this is going to give a pretty decent live stream. Detroit. The face. I see that face and all I think about is Emmett from the Lego movie. By the way, hi Tom. Tom Oaks. Oaks? I can't. I'm not even gonna try. Gonna be one of those streamers that butchers every name that comes across. Sorry, with wow, 11 watching and 10 likes, both are in the double digits. That's cool. That's why with some of you people, if I don't like mention your name, don't take it the wrong way. That just means I'm gonna butcher the name and I don't even want to try it. Like the tree, but with an E in it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Oaks, okay. I'm eating White Castle chicken sliders and they taste like donuts? Chicken that tastes like donuts? That's different. Where exactly are you along the Hinckley Sub? Isanti, Minnesota. Lucky. Can't even remember the last time I had White Castle. I think there's one down in Blaine. It's the only one that I'm aware of. Yeah, for some reason, it did it for a second. Sure you didn't like eat a donut ahead of time or accidentally get a little sugar sprinkled on them or something? Or have some sugar on your fingers or something that wiped off onto your slider? Or you just want a donut that bad, that's what you're imagining. If I'm not mistaken, Cambridge is the only place all the way to Superior that has a side track, correct? Wonder if the northbound is waiting in the Cambridge. No, there's a few actually. Andover has a siding, Cambridge has a siding, Graston has a siding. That's where the meet is in Graston. That's where the two trains are meeting. Brook Park, Hinckley, Ascove. And there's a few others. So no, there's a few different places that have sidings for meetings. There's been a few where there's been like 3 trains that go north and 1 that comes south. So they got to throw all those trains in sidings. Just Cambridge has one of the longer sidings. I think it's one of the longer ones on this line. So it's one of the sidings where, like, if long trains get sent through, if they don't give them priority, Cambridge is where they'll dump a lot of them. Bethel has a siding too, yes. That one's a really short one, though. They use that more for storing, like, cars when they're doing, like, tie work and stuff out here. Same with Isani. They've got that spur track too, but that's a really short one. So they'll use that for storage. Both Bethel and Isani. They'll store like the scrap tie cars or track equipment, that kind of stuff in those ones. And they'll save like Hinckley, Graston, Brook Park, Andover for the regular mainline trains. I appreciate this info. I still don't see southbound headlights yet. That's why I asked. Okay. Yeah, it depends on how long that meet takes up at Graston. Just keep periodically checking north once it rounds the corner. Once it gets going, it shouldn't take it too long. And by now, yeah, it's got to be coming pretty soon. Y'all ever tried crushing Jimmy John's chips and put them in a sandwich? It's good, LOL. But make sure you do the jalapeno chips so it's like a crunchy spice season. Ooh, that sounds good. I love jalapeno. I love spicy food. The hotter, the better. And somebody just scored a goal. They got some soccer games going on in town at the soccer fields. Probably the high school or something. And just heard a whole bunch of people cheer up there. Somebody must have scored a goal. No, I've never tried that. I love Jimmy John's though. Oh, those subs are good. I dare say Jimmy John's is better than Subway. Somebody's gonna hate me for that, but that's my bro. Me too. Awesome. I don't know a whole lot of people that like spicy food. Like, they go, try this. I'll eat it. Oh, that tasted really good. And they'll eat it. Their eyes are practically watering. And they're like, you're here talking and laughing, and I'm practically bawling my eyes out. It is better than Subway. Man, Detroit, we can get along really nicely. Both agree on Jimmy John's. We both agree on spicy foods. We agree on trains. Those are hilarious. All I think about with the Jimmy John's commercials is freaky fast delivery. But they say it a lot faster. But I'm not going to try because I will fail. Headlight coming just before the bridge. Alrighty. Alright, so that train should be here within 5 or so minutes. Hey, now stop talking about food. Y'all are making me hungry. Sorry, Trevor. Alright, everybody start talking about more food. Candy is also included. Who's on Team Skittles? Oh boy. Well done, RB. Yeah, RB, he's got he's a good little source up north. He's up north by just a few miles. So being that it's coming up, not past him yet, it's going to be a little over 5 or so minutes till it comes through here. I personally like Jimmy John's sub with just ham, provolone, light mayo, and onions. I like the number one. The number one, the whatever they call the number one. I just like that. Straight up, you get on the white bread. Yeah, was it white bread? White bread, ham, lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. Doesn't get any better than that. Does not get any better. Here's the Pepe? Is that what they call it? Yeah, the number one is the best. I have tried the number 4, the Turkey Tom. That's all right, but I think I like the ham more than I like the turkey. There's a little more flavor in the ham. The turkey kind of tastes a little too plain, I guess. Yeah, stop talking about food, LOL. Just about trains. Hey, in these streams, we talk about whatever. Yes, we're rail fanning, we're catching trains, but we gotta get, have some other topics while we're waiting. Have a little fun, Get to know everybody a little bit, it builds up that, friendship, camaraderie, Detroit. So, when you come to this stream, yes, you will see trains, but also expect to hear other topics. We could talk about anything. We've talked about sports. We've talked about different science fiction franchises that we like. We've talked about, we talked about almost anything. We've talked about photography. My friend that was with me in Coon Rapids when we did our last live stream together, we talked about fishing because he's really big into fishing. So he got on that topic about fishing up in Superior and all that kind of stuff. Thanks, I love this. Sorry, Ricky, I didn't see your message about that. The Pepe, me too. Man, Detroit. Train trivia. Well, that don't interest me as much. I'm not big on that stuff. I just like to go out and do my own thing. Yeah, then I join you guys. Hey, we liked it, Trevor. We had a good time. And we get to catch that 25th anniversary leading. Like, how do you get any better than that? And he gave us a good show, too. A nice horn show. And we got to catch 2 trains with you. Normally when you show up, we only catch like 1 train together. That time we caught 2 trains together. Granted, I wish they didn't jip us on that first train that went by, where it was supposed to have 9 locomotives and it only went by with 5 because they cut 4 of them off. We didn't like that. But the 25th anniversary made up for it. Detroit, I'm joking, LOL. Hey, nothing wrong with joking. Nothing wrong with joking. What a ripoff. Agreed. Hey, at least there were two NS on there. That was nice. At least they kept those. They got rid of a bunch of the GVOs, but at least they kept the NS. So not gonna complain there. Y'all like sun chips. Sun chips. They're alright. They're alright. Not something to go crazy about. Prefer Doritos Cool Ranch or Funyuns. And I get a lot of flack for Funyuns. Those aren't real onions and they're not real chips. Who cares? They taste good. And the white cheddar popcorn. I don't know, that comes in the black bag that has like the corn kernel thingy on the front of it. Sun something, I think it is. That's good. White cheddar popcorn. You can't beat that. And I saw they have a spicy kind now too. So I might have to try that sometime. Will you talk about how big the inside measurements of the parallel universe are? Hey, if you want to give us a lecture, you are more than welcome until the train comes.
BNSF Hinckley dispatcher to BNSF 5536 South over.
Oh, 5536?
Hey guys, you're second or third out in Northtown, so got you guys up to North Andover. If you guys want to stay clear of the crossing there between North Andover and Cedar, we'll keep you there until they give me the thumbs up to send you guys on the Andover. Alright, copy that. Thank you much, guys. BNSF Hinckley dispatch out.
All right, so there is nothing coming north. So the one other theory I had about Northtown, that's the one. Northtown's just not ready to take them yet. So it sounds like they're going to take another 2 or 3 trains before they take this southbound. All right, where are we now? Tom, that's a theory, not a fact. Passing the 95, crossing right now. You're next, RR. Thank you, Ricky. How dare you, Detroit? How dare you, LOL. Thanks. Yeah, Great Ghost says thank you. You out of school yet? Who you asking that to, Detroit? He has a skeleton mask on. All right, it's our skeleton guy. Awesome. Thanks, Ricky. All right, so now I can actually prepare to get a good picture. Thank you, Ricky, very much. That was awesome. I know that skeleton guy. Who was it? Was it Minnesota Rail Fan when I posted my pictures from Saturday? I think he commented that guy's going to be a legend because of how many of us keep catching him. Maybe he has a bone to pick with us. Yeah, probably all of us Hinckley Sub and Lake Sub people, because that's where he keeps popping up. Detroit, if you were asking me about being out of school, yes. I graduated from high school in like 2017, graduated from college a few years ago, or tech school, I should say. It's a fact for those persons who have traveled there. I definitely need to find out who the guy with the skeleton is and just check out his page. He sounds cool. Yep, Skeleton Conductor is back. I caught him going north on Saturday, and now he's coming south now, so... And we are on the right side. Or wait, no, we're not. Are we? Dang it, we're on the wrong side. Did he stick his head out the window behind the engineer? Ricky? Because that's what he did for me on Saturday, because I was on the engineer side. And I'm on the engineer side again this time because of the sun. I can't wait to see that skeleton dude on the train, LOL. Hey, Mac, are you trackside right now? Skeleton Conductor did, yes. Okay, awesome. And I'm at a good spot here. They'll get a good heads up, so he'll probably come across again. That guy's going to be like a... You know how on the Staples sub, there's Chad? Everybody tries to get Chad. This guy's like the Hinckley sub Chad. Oh, I hear a horn. All right, there's the headlight. Hi.
Skeletor coming at you live.
Oh, nice! Did you just hear what he said? Oh, I gotta record that. What point was this? Skeletor coming at you live. That's awesome. Dang, man. Dude, that was awesome. All right, well, that was a great catch. I got to get all this stuff tore down and head out. Hugely successful. And man, that Skeletor, Skeletor coming at you live. That was really cool. Really cool. All right, we're going to wait. We're going to listen for the detector to go off, and then we'll probably end it. Certified Skeletor. See, and he coined it. This whole time, I've been calling him Skeletor. This whole time, and now he finally said it. So it's official, he is Skeletor. Because that's what I've been doing all these posts. I've been like, oh, COD Skeletor, COD Skeletor, COD Skeletor. Now he's finally saying it, Skeletor. Nice catch indeed. We're just going to wait for the detector to go off, and then I'm going to end it so you can hear how many axles it had.
BNSF detector, milepost 112.3. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 428. Temperature 86 degrees out.
Ooh, it's warm out here. All right. Anyway, everybody, thank you all very much for watching. I was not expecting to do this tonight, but timing and everything just worked out perfectly. So thank you all very, very much for watching. And I can't wait to go through these pictures and hope I got a really good one of Skeletor. Dang, 68. Yeah, well, the sun's been shining out, so it might not be at that hot. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Yep, you have a good night. Good luck, Mac, catching them. And you all stay safe. God bless. And catch you in the next one.